Welcome to the Harris Show. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Raheem. I'm with my sister and co-host Angie Ange.
What's up?
This week there's been a lot of foolishness. Well, this is a stockpile of the last couple of weeks to just haven't addressed some of these things. Some of these things happened 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, but some of them just getting on my radar too. I'm not gonna hold you. All right, we're gonna start with the black mayor in Tennessee claiming April as Confederate History Month.
Look at the crew. Look at the crew. Look at the crew. Always tuning for you.
I'm gonna get the actual city and the actual mayor name for you. Hold up, I wrote it down. The mayor's name is, where is it? Robert Hayes is the mayor's name, and it's in Livingston, Tennessee. Now, so a little background. Mississippi apparently celebrates Confederate history already. I don't know exactly what they're celebrating, but what are your thoughts? A black man in Livingston, Tennessee named Robert Hayes, because that's important, claims April as Confederate History Month to celebrate it.
I would like to say I was surprised, but I think I'm at a point where nothing just surprises me anymore. Actually, it was just kind of sad for him. Like, I just know there's a whole bunch of internalized racism going all up in there.
Yeah.
Because you don't do that if you're secure. You're like, that's some wild shit to do. Like, the Confederate flag represents so much hate, and to dedicate a month to celebrate that, it's like your ancestors, your fucking, not, you don't even got to go that far back. Shit, probably your grandparents are like experience all that bullshit, and for you to celebrate that, I think that's crazy. You definitely need to go seek help, because I know he got some internalized racism going on. And it's the whole Confederate flag like ideology. I just like, people go so hard for that flag, and I'm just like, y'all are fucking idiots, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot to say on this, obviously. I personally think I think he a coon. I don't know how else to put it.
That's why with the raccoon.
I just think he's I don't understand any justification for doing this. What exactly are you celebrating, I guess? Especially as a black man, what exactly are you, a black man, celebrating? Like, you're celebrating slavery? Now, the white people in the picture with him, they're called the Sons of the Confederate Veterans. They do not acknowledge that they do not acknowledge that the Civil War was fought over slavery. If people want to be technical, it was fought over states' rights. The states' rights to own fucking slaves. So
thank you. Right, like, what were they fighting for?
It's over slavery.
They wanted to keep that.
I just don't understand. What are we celebrating at this point? What are we celebrating?
You're just celebrating hate. That's all it is.
And I posted a video on TikTok, and then somebody was all like, "I'm glad they're celebrating so we can celebrate them losing." And I was like, "Nah," because what they're not highlighting the bad stuff. They're celebrating the Confederate. They're not celebrating like, oh, that they lost and this causes a bad thing and the flag represents hate. They're not celebrating that we're getting rid of that. They're celebrating that. So I just don't understand, as a black man, how can you celebrate this as a black person? And it's not just black men too who celebrate, because I know like the conversation is like, see, this is why black men are the weakest link. No. A while back on TikTok, a girl, a black woman, had a Confederate flag, and she was like, "Since they're not taking this down, let's celebrate it." Now, for some reason, and we know the reason, TikTok wouldn't let me post my stitch, but it allowed her video to be up. And I just went in her comments and just ethered everybody. I was just going back. This dude was all like, "You don't know what Southern pride is." And I was all like,
I was about to say, a lot of people justify as like pride, but it's like,
that's great, you know, that's bullshit, but it's,
yeah,
you can celebrate Southern pride with a whole bunch of stuff.
way.
You don't have to use the Confederate flag. Out of all the things in the South that you can use, you want to use the flag that represented racism. Y'all can eat 2 dicks for all I care. Like, that doesn't make any sense, you people. Like, Yellow Wolf, a rapper, I stopped listening to him because his stance on the Confederate flag. Y'all can say y'all defended Southern pride, but if the people who were impacted by it are telling you that it represents slavery, and you're just basically doing a middle finger, then I don't care what you feel about it.
Right. It's deeper than pride to me. It's just like looking back at history and seeing all the shit.
What pride? The pride that they are holding on to is the pride of slavery, and they had power and all that. They still got power, if you want to be technical, like, but they just don't want to be the people to say I'm racist. They just don't have the balls to say that I'm racist. That's what it is.
Yeah, it just makes me sad. I hope that man gets help one day, because that's what I hate.
And it's like, out of all the people who, like, I expect a white man in Tennessee to do this. Like, when I saw the headline, I was like, no, this ain't real. And I Googled it, did some digging, and that's how I found out Mississippi does it too. The state of Mississippi, not just the city of Livingston, Tennessee. The state of Mississippi celebrates Confederate. And, you know, they had the flag up a long time ago. And these people are the same people who be like, I'm so patriotic. Like, that doesn't go together. The Confederate flag, literally, they tried to leave the U.S. And I'm not the most patriotic dude, but history says that they tried to leave the USA. And I know these people who try to also, because I have an issue with people who try to make Abe Lincoln seem like he cared about freeing the slaves. He did. Abe Lincoln freed the slaves because that was the only result he can come up with. He wanted to find a way to not free the slaves, but he couldn't. It's all about votes and stuff when it comes to the end of the day, but
it's all politics.
Yeah, he needs some help. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, no, honestly, like when maybe 2 years ago when I seen this, I probably would just be like, fucking idiot. But now I'm like, in this counseling program, learning about like all this shit, I'm like, yeah, he got some internalized hate and internalized racism going on, and I pray for him, because that's sad
too, because you don't see none of the right wing Black people speaking up for it. Like, you normally, when something like this happens with a Black person, they're like, you hear like Herschel Walker, or what's that annoying ass lady,
Candace
Owens, a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Christian Walker. None of them are defending this, because they all know, like, ooh.
Yeah, that's
ooh. They'd be like, ooh, even I say some stuff that's crazy, you know, but I just do it for entertainment. This is too far.
It's sad.
Moving along to some other stuff that, as a Black man, disappointed me. Cam Newton, his comments on women and bad bitches and all that type of stuff.
I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch.
Okay, what's the difference?
A woman.
Okay.
A bad bitch is a person who's just, you know, girl, I'm a bad bitch. You know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part.
Okay.
You know, and it's a lot of women who are bad bitches, and I say bitches in a way not to degrade a woman, but just to go off the aesthetic of what they deem is a boss chick. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that. No, baby, like, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
What are your thoughts?
You know you gotta do a deep sigh for shit like this. Man, all right. First and foremost, I didn't watch the whole interview, so I'm just going based off the clip. And that's all I really needed to see. I don't feel like I needed to see more.
Well, hold up. It's Barstool Sports. You don't need to see the whole clip. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off.
Okay, so my first initial reaction was, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? That was like, I saw the clip and I was like, what? Like, and then I'm like, oh, and then I saw the comments of niggas defending him and I'm like, this is why I do not like dating, because niggas are dumb. Okay, that. My whole thing is like, people saying, oh, that's just his preference. That's just his preference. Cool, whatever. If he wants a woman to just sit there, be pretty, and don't say shit, cool. That's him. He could have that. There's plenty of women that will do that for him. Congrats. My thing is like, it's the whole like, a woman doesn't like follow a man anymore. Like, you're not properly leading her to follow you. And I was like, ain't this the same man who cheated on his girlfriend and got another woman pregnant? Like, what? It's just, it's not making sense for me. I don't get it. But if that's his prerogative, kudos to him. I just think that whole ideology is dumb. But I know there's plenty of men who want a woman to sit and be pretty and don't say nothing, just clean the house, do as I say. And I think that's a little much, but that's on him. That's all I have. I was just like, this is dumb as fuck. Like, I just don't understand. Basically, you want a house servant. That's all I think. Like, you just want a house servant. You don't want a partner to be to give you anything. Like, you just, it's dumb. Wait. Because then I be seeing people like trying to bring the Bible into it, like a woman's supposed to blah blah blah. Like, shut the fuck up. Okay, it's not. Stop.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, anytime a man who called a lot of people bitches, anytime a man uses bitches, no matter if you put bad in front of it, it's gonna be bad. I just don't understand why men keep doing this
on public platforms too. It's like,
because I'm not gonna say I'm better than people, but I think I call men more bitches than I call any. Yeah, I call people bitches. It's something different, but I still wouldn't say that. And I know if I'm saying it about a woman, that it means something completely different. Just get that out the way. Anytime you call a woman a bitch, I don't care if you put bad in front of it, it's not going to end well. To the people who are using the Bible, you niggas are the most annoying people in the world. Like,
oh shit.
Like, y'all like to use the Bible when it works. We can use the Bible. The Bible, what did it say about women on their periods? What did it say about tattoos? What did it say about facial hair? There's so many things that the Bible says. The Bible ain't in modern times, clearly. Like, y'all want slaves? That's what you want, Cam? You want a woman who's just gonna sit there, do what you say. That's not a child. You want a spouse or a child. Because, like, who wants? That's not cute. If I tell you,
I just like that. Is that fun for you to just? I don't know. I don't know.
And the people are like, oh, that's his preference. That's fine. He can prefer a woman who's like going to cook and clean and like the traditional white, stereotypical white housewife, because that's better than a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
He can want that. Fine. But your wording is telling me that's not what you want. Your wording is telling me you want somebody who's gonna listen and follow behind.
Yeah, because the whole women don't know how to be quiet. It's like, excuse me.
And I don't get, like, this becomes somebody is quote unquote bad, doesn't mean she is not going to like I guess fit into the traditional married or traditional woman that he wants because she's bad. That's stupid. What does that mean? Like, so basically you're saying that my girl ain't gonna be a bad bee. She gonna be basic. Or what are you saying by that? Like,
she's gonna be a normal girl.
There's no such thing as a normal girl. Unquote. If you want a girl who's gonna basically follow after you and do all that stuff, that's fine. There's women out there. But you also ain't like the Bible type of dude that you saying either. Because you out here smashing these regulars.
Right.
People want the Bible to a certain extent, but they don't really want it. They just say it. Like all those people who talk about the Bible and stuff like that be the same ones drinking, getting drunk. You ain't supposed to be drinking to get drunk. Alcohol is a booming business.
Yep.
All these stuff, like people, Cam he just put us back, man.
I just shook my head. Like
I used to defend Cam so much. Like when he said that comment about the woman reporter, and he was like, "Oh, look at you asking about routes." I defended him. I defended him like he probably didn't mean it like that. No, he did. He did. He did. He meant exactly how it came off, and I'm sorry for defending him. But we got to stop this, like, I want, like, that's just his preference. This is his preference. People don't know what a fucking preference is clearly in 2022. Some people be like, like somebody's like, dark-skinned women are ugly. And
that's just my preference.
That's just my preference, though. That ain't a preference, my guy. A preference is like, I prefer like butter in my grits than shit. You ain't saying a preference, Mike. You're colorist. You're just a colorist. That's right. It.
And it just makes me like wonder, like what did all this stem from? Like, I just be wondering why they have these very interesting, disrespectful ass opinions on things.
And when people say these things too, they don't realize, like, they'll be like, yeah, my dad was like, he led and my mom followed. You are shading your mama unintentionally. You basically saying my mom just listened to whatever my daddy said.
But that's the thing. It's like, if for people who want the, like, I want my woman to follow and I'll lead, they're not saying it in a way like I want her to do what I say type shit. Like, I feel like people twisted that and turned it into like, no, I want her to literally be my house servant, and like that's not what that meant, like to follow. But
yeah, and the people who are like defending Cam are the same people who call Russell Wilson a square.
Square.
Too, and I'm gonna say this. I think Russell Wilson is a square, not because
I'll tell you he's a square. There's nothing wrong with that.
Not because of the reasons people think people are squares. I think Sierra is a square too.
And it works.
It's cool.
Yeah, I love that for them.
Like, it's never like Russell Wilson is like, that's who he is. So like people say like you're a square for like loving your woman and like doing right by her.
That's what I'm
a square. What?
That's what I'm saying. People need to seek help, because why is loving on your girl
like
why is that an issue?
When Shannon Crowder said that Russell Wilson was a square, and I was like, damn it, because I think Russell Wilson's a square. The reason that these niggas are saying Russell Wilson is a square ain't the reason I think he's a square. Right. I think him and Sierra are both squares and corny, and that is cool. Corny is not always a bad
thing. I love corny niggas. I ain't gonna lie. They're funny.
Like, I want to be called a square. I want them to be like, Jamal, you're a square. That means I know I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
Because like people be like, oh, they want to be like Future. Y'all want Future? Future almost 40 years old, tricking these hoes. Y'all want that?
I know. Did you see what Future said?
Yeah.
About having more kids?
Yeah. I just said, listen. I was gonna put that topic, but I was like, look, I got 2 topics that are already not looking good for my black
men. I'm like, can they stop interviewing these men, please? Stop.
But the thing is, Future's not. I don't blame Future for anything because he's never portrayed to be something that he's not. I don't blame Future for anything. Yeah. I blame the niggas who are like trying to be Future, and by trying to be Future, put down Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Like, no, Future's always been this guy, and you ain't Future.
Yeah.
You got millions of dollars. You don't have whatever charisma that this guy clearly has. You don't have it.
Yeah.
Y'all aren't him. Stop it. Stop saying like these stupid things in public, making us look bad. Y'all just make us look so bad. These men with podcasts. I'd be like, damn, man, I got a podcast. Y'all out here saying stupid things. That dude said women shouldn't have Instagram. If she has an Instagram, that's a form of cheating. What? But you can have an Instagram, but she can't, because that's a form of cheating.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what is this? What is 2022? And the bad thing is, these Negroes get highlighted and they say dumb things, and none of them know how to talk to women. You put a woman that is actually like interested, who's beautiful, or she can be ugly, I don't care. You put a woman who's interested and they will freeze up. They do not know how to talk to women. They got this macho persona. Cameras off, they don't know how to talk to women. That's why Brittany Renner was able to just drill that dude.
Yeah.
She drill him.
Yeah. Because you see right through the bullshit.
She just drill him. And like, people give her a bad name. I'm like, no, I don't blame her for anything. These niggas is stupid. Just like when a woman gets tricked by a dude, I'm like, she's stupid. These niggas is stupid too.
They're equally stupid.
People are stupid.
Yeah,
they make decisions with their wee-wee, and they don't make the decisions with their head. Cam is saying stupid stuff. Can't defend that. That was just stupid.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. And the man defending him, you're just stupid.
It's like, what are you gaining from this?
You're putting us down. This has not been a great April for us as a black men. We have failed this month. Okay, we have not done good. I've been pretty well myself, but I can't take myself away from the rest of us. I've been doing fine. Us as a whole, there's been some dumbass comments have been said, and I can't defend it.
Nope, I'm never gonna defend that shit.
All right, so there's this thing that I saw on Instagram. It was about adulthood, and it led me to be like, this is interesting. So I got 2 questions. What is something you wish you were told, like as an adult, as a kid, to prepare you for
adulthood?
Yeah.
So much. I wish I would have been told like to just enjoy being a fucking child, because like, I mean, adults would say that, but like when you look at their life, you're like, no, I want to be grown. But now I really understand it. Like, enjoy being a kid, man. That shit was so freeing. Even like just being adult comes with so many different consequences. Like, you can't do shit. Like, you can't, you know, like, it's just like people look at you crazy. Like, I want to do some kid shit. But you can't, because everyone's like, you're 26. You need to act like an adult. It's like, I guess you're just supposed to stop having fun. But that and how expensive it is to fucking breathe. Okay, because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this.
I did not sign up for this.
I am sick. I wish they would have also told me like to budget better because I feel like I'm very reckless with my money. And yeah, I need to be better. But
yeah, I would say how expensive it is. That part is like I enjoy living on my own. I enjoy it. Sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I didn't have to pay rent.
No, honestly, and like cooking dinners, like I feel like I took that for granted to have my meals cooked almost every day.
Shout out to mom. Jeez.
God damn. I'm like,
as mom and dad working, we didn't do nothing. That stuff was
I literally like I'm thinking back now, like all we had to do was like basic fucking chores. She cooked dinner. They paid the bill.
We had to do as an adult. We had to clean up our room, clean the dishes, make sure the living room and dining room was clean. Yeah. I have to do all those things plus work and pay rent. That shit is for the
you gotta buy the food. You have to cook the food. You have to clean your own house. Yeah.
And then when stuff breaks, you have to fix it.
Yeah, that shit is it's tough. I get why parents be like, you got it easy. It's like, oh my God.
I do wish that one thing is I wish people would have told me is don't worry about what other people think. That's just in general life advice, but because when you worry about like others think like, oh, I should have a house at this age, or
oh yeah, the comparison game. I want to save me a couple years of sadness.
Like I just don't do that. That is not a good thing for your health. It doesn't do anything by, oh man, I should be here. Oh well, like
yeah, and I think like they probably couldn't tell us because they really didn't know. Like
also, yeah, another thing is everybody is figuring it out. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Everybody is figuring out something that like when you think like, oh, your parents got it all figured out, or I'm just saying my parents because I don't look at any of them other people. But I was about to be so shady.
Need for that, Jamal.
I'm gonna just say my parents. Like you can just like as a kid you think like, oh, they know everything that's going on, and then you realize like they going through the same thing we going through, trying to figure out this life.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I look back a lot and be like, wow, at 26 my parents already had a whole ass lineup of kids, and I'm like, fuck, 26 now, I'm over here struggling. Like, they have 5, I have 0, and I am like, I don't know how they did it. And I think as a kid, you kind of just like think everything's all peachy, and then you get it older and you're like, whoa, they really was doing this shit.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. Some people too, like they take stuff for granted, I think. Like this adult thing is not. I guess you should enjoy your childhood more, but also as an adult, still live like go to Chuck E. Cheese if you want to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
I mean, you can go to Dave and Buster's now.
Yeah, but you get go to you can't even get in Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But, go to these things, play these games if you want. Like the people who enjoy wrestling, watch your wrestling and enjoy it. Don't care what other people say that you too.
Yeah. I feel like everyone needs to have that little playful spirit in them, but it's hard when you got adult life situation.
Yeah,
it's hard to like find that time, and I think I'm still struggling with that too. But I think that's normal for everybody to like find that balance.
I don't struggle with. I mean, I guess the stuff I struggle with is like I don't like being in one place for too long. I don't know how else to. So like living here and like staying here,
yeah,
because you can't just leave. That I'm like I don't like. I want to leave. I want to be like basically how white people do. I'm gonna go on vacation today. We'll figure it out. Sell all my belongings. But like, you can't do that. Certain things like it just sucks. as an adult.
Yeah.
Like you can't make decisions like you was as a kid and not have to really worry about anything. Every decision you make as an adult has a consequence.
Exactly.
Every decision. Like, oh, I'm gonna go buy this candy bar. Oh, it costs $3 at 7-Eleven. Dang, it should be $2. that extra dollar, that's gonna come back eventually.
And as a kid, you don't think about that shit. You just like, I'm about to get this candy bar. My parents gonna pay for it. Boom, boom. Because Tiff and Leah, they just be like, oh, can you give me this? Can you give me that? And I'd be like, what the fuck? Where do you think this money comes from?
Yeah.
But I definitely wish I would have.
Also, you got to make decisions, not just for you as an adult. You got to make decisions for you and other people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I should give this information. Like for instance, my job, it's basically they're offering me a promotion because my coworker he got offered a promotion. And so it's like, okay, he has to make that decision based off of me though. So if he doesn't take that promotion, he would recognize he's screwing me over. Now I don't get the pay raise.
Right.
But we're like almost at the end of the school year.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't take that, one, he's screwing himself with the money increase, but also he'll be screwing me with the money increase I would get.
Yeah.
And it's like he has to make decisions like that for both of us. And not only that, he's making that decision, he's also making decisions for his family and all that. That's okay.
Right.
You don't have to do that as a kid.
Don't
have
well, hopefully some kids,
Well, yeah, you shouldn't have to do that as a kid.
But you shouldn't have to as a kid. Yeah, it's something freeing about being a kid. It's just like, man, I'm about to start acting like a child.
There's no consequence as a kid, unless you murder somebody or something extreme.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so I'm saying like it has to be extreme, but I definitely wish I would have taken at least like my teenage years. I wish I would have lived that differently. I didn't fully understand, but I mean, we're children, so
yeah. But yeah, those are a lot of things as an adult I wish I was told. I don't know how. I guess I could have been told these things because there was children raising children at the end of the day. And that's usually how it is. Unless you're super rich, it's usually children raising children. And even rich people, it's children raising children. They just have resources.
Yep. That's all it is.
Can't prepare you for something that they're not prepared for. That's life. But do you have a person of the week? No.
I mean, I was gonna say Rihanna because she's been looking flawlessly good with her pregnancy, and I like how she be staying out of like all these rumors. She don't confirm nothing. I'm like, gosh, shout out to her. But that was it.
My person of the week is gonna be two: Russell Wilson and Ciara. Okay, you know what? I know I called y'all squares. I still feel that way.
Being called a square is not an insult.
Yeah, I still feel that way. But the way they just maneuver through all of it, they don't address nothing. They just keep it pushing, and they just live their happy old life. You know what I'm saying? But Ciara bad. Okay, if Ciara was my woman, I would be corny as.
And Russell ain't ugly either. Okay, he's not an ugly looking guy.
All right, now calm down. If Ciara was my girl, and she needed somebody to be like how Russell is, guess what? I'll be that. What the hell is wrong with that? She know what she want. What people want Ciara to be messing with, like somebody who's an up and coming rapper?
I don't know.
Ciara's in her 30s. Yeah. She gotta be like 34, 35. Like,
I is like 35.
She gotta be. I'm about to be 30.
Isn't that crazy? You realize like, oh shit, we're like all in the same age bracket.
So she gotta be like 35.
36.
What y'all want her to be messing with? Like, she don't got time to be messing with these dudes on these streets. She was never gonna mess with you, little Tyrone. She was never gonna mess with you. She was only messing with millionaires. Like, people are like, she went from 50 Cent, from Bow Wow to 50 Cent to Russell Wilson, or the future than Russell Wilson. I feel like she came up. What you think?
Right. Congrats
I feel
to
like
her.
she made terrible decisions and was all like, let me make a better decision with my life and what I want.
And people are mad at her for that.
Always getting mad at women for like doing what's best for them.
Wanting to better themselves in their life.
You will never get mad for a man for doing that. Granted, I don't think a man would ever be in a situation where he can, like, Russell Wilson came up. Can we all acknowledge that he came up?
He even says it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people saying it is like, this man literally says this. You guys are not hurting him.
He came up. Like, Sierra is bad. Like, I have her on my wall. I have a Hall of Fame wall of, y'all can't see it, of like just Black people. Sierra is on there because she's fine. No other reason. She's fine. Okay? Goodies was a classic, but she's fine. You know what? Forget Russell. He ain't the person of the week. Sierra, you are fine. You are the person of the week.
God, man.
And if he slip up, I'm there. You feel me? I'm there. I'll take care of your kids. I'll do whatever you need me to do because I want them goodies. And with that, this has been the Harris Show. I've been your host, Jamal Radio Raheem, with my sister and co-host, Angie Ange. Follow us on all the things, you know, TikTok, Instagram. Follow Angie Ange. Oh, actually, she don't want to give out her Twitter. So follow her on that. Follow her on TikTok.
I don't post on TikTok. Just follow us on Instagram. Support.
Share with your mama and your daddy, and we'll catch y'all next week. Peace out.